The hospital corridor seemed endless, lined with doors and filled with the sterile scent of antiseptic and faint coffee. Evening light filtered through windows, casting long shadows that danced across the floor, echoing my racing heart. I thought of my father's stories from childhood, now so distant. Approaching his room, my heart beat a frantic prayer, feelings dense and ready to spill like the rain outside. Inside, machines beeped around my father. Once robust, now frail, I sank into a chair, feeling the weight of unspoken words and regrets. God, shepherd of my soul, I prayed silently, my hands clasped tightly.
Hold us in this night. Let your truth light our path. For I am lost in this shadow.
A flicker of warmth touched my heart, sunlight through storm clouds.
A nurse entered, her presence a melody of compassion, nodding gently before leaving. Her jasmine perfume, a reminder of life's subtle beauty.
Hours slipped by in whispers and sighs, with the rhythmic hum of lights and monitors almost comforting. Fatigue drove me to the hallway, seeking solace, the rain a soothing hymn outside. I leaned against the wall, the chill of tiles contrasting with warm tears. Lord of mercy, I uttered, my voice a gentle ripple. Show me the way through this fear, bring your peace to doubt. Help me carry the flame of truth even when it flickers. In that stillness, divine presence seemed to hush the rain. My father's teachings echoed in my mind. God's truth was a flame we must carry, even when it burned low. My phone vibrated, a digital reminder of the world beyond these walls, the vibration inviting possibilities I feared to grasp. The familiar name on my phone glowed softly. My sister. We hadn't spoken since a family argument. Holding my breath, I answered, her voice tentative yet resolute. Her request to talk was a bridge over misunderstanding, igniting a spark of forgiveness within me, long buried beneath pride.
Yes, I whispered, my voice mingling with the rain and dawn's glow. I wanna make things right.
Through hesitant words, we mended burnt bridges. As we spoke, God's truth warmed us, the flame vibrant and alive, guiding our reconciliation. A new dawn emerged, our journey back to one another lit by grace and mercy. The past, a tapestry of lessons, testified to love and faith's enduring strength. Holy One, guide our hearts from shadow into your light. Ignite within us the flame of your truth, that we may carry it faithfully. Fill our souls with the peace that surpasses understanding. In your mercy, help us find courage in surrender. Amen.
tapped softly on rooftops as I slipped into the bakery. At 4 a.m. outside lay the stillness of a sleeping world, but within life blossomed as bread. Floor danced gently in the air, settling on surfaces, while the scent of yeast cradled me like a warm embrace in this hushed space. Shadows draped over corners, I approached the worn work table. Its surface a testament to years of dreams and toil as I kneaded dough. A rivet baguettated routine unfolded, ushering in prayer. Lord of mercy, I murmured, transform this bread into more than sustenance. Let it be your grace, feeding souls and eclipsing their shame. Peace swept over me, a divine whisper urging forgiveness, dissolving past rivalries into mercy's vast sea. Arrival's shadow, dust rain continued its serenade, casting shadows across cobbled streets. Watching from the window, I saw Mariano, my longtime rival, a living reminder of our tangled history. Resentment stirred within me, a persistent reminder of past wrongs. His presence was a call to reconciliation, unsettling the morning's peace. Unable to ignore the divine nudge, I whispered, Holy One, take this bitterness, help me see him with your eyes of mercy. My words lingered, surrendered to the rain, inviting lightness to my weary soul. The prayer, all in earnest, cracked my defenses, opening a door to change. Breaking bread at dusk, morning dawn bright, the rains end, leaving streets renewed. Entering the bakery, a boldness took root, setting aside a warm loaf as an offering of reconciliation. I felt the shepherd's encouragement. Morano's bakery was just down the street, a brief walk and a prayer of courage away. With each step I prayed, Lord, lead me on this path of peace. The gesture seemed small but profound. Entering his shop, Mariano looked up, surprise crossing his face. Extending the bread, I bridged our rivalry with a heartfelt offering. For you, I said, made with hope for a new chapter. His smile lifted the shadows of discord, a silent pardon, hinting at healing. The gift of new beginnings under street lamps glow. Mariano and I shared the bread, its crust cracking as we broke it together. This simple act reflected mercy, riding over shame. Each crumb consumed testified to dawn's whispered prayers and dusk's boldness. The air felt lighter, transformed by the power of forgiveness. An inner assurance settled over me, a divine echo marking God's presence. The Lord in His mercy had woven grace from discord, showing mercy, rewriting shame with love's eternal link. Our breaking of bread became a testament to those around us, a parable of redemption, whispering of God's relentless love. Lord of mercy, we thank you for lighting our paths with your grace. Write your love over our hearts, that we may embody your mercy. Guide us to be vessels of your peace and forgiveness in every breaking of bread. Let your presence be felt anew. Amen.
In the pre-dawn quiet, when the town still slumbered beneath a veil of mist, a humble bakery nestled between silent streets began its day. The cool air whispered through the alleyways, carrying a hint of flour dust under the flickering street lamp's glow. As if the very night exhaled in contentment inside, Maria, an immigrant whose roots clung to distant soils, prepared her workspace with a ritualistic reverence. A silent liturgy of dough and yeast, alone but not lonely, accompanied by the soft hum of the refrigerator and the rhythmic ticking of the clock. Maria kneaded dough with hands that seemed to dance with grace, each twist and turn an unspoken prayer. Lord of mercy, she murmured, her words rising like incense to heaven, an offering at God's altar. This morning, however, a heavy unease settled over her heart. Like a storm cloud gathering in the distance, a new bakery had opened across the street. Its modern facade a stark contrast to her quaint shop. Ivan, the owner, had swiftly drawn away her loyal customers, and Maria felt the weight of dwindling sales press against her chest. Pausing with flour-dusted hands, she gazed out the window, where the sky began to flush with the first hues of dawn. Holy One, give me strength, she prayed, her voice barely a whisper, trembling like a leaf in a breeze. Help me walk by faith. In that hushed plea, she released her anxieties into the hands of the shepherd of her soul, trusting he would guide her through the shadowed valley.
As the dawn's first light spilled over the horizon, a golden hue filled the bakery, casting warm, gentle shadows that danced across the walls, promising new beginnings. Maria's heart felt lighter, lifted by unseen, loving hands. She remembered that her faith, like the bread she lovingly crafted, required time to rise, to develop its full strength and flavor, nurtured by patience and grace.
Outside, the city began to stir, the sounds of morning harmonizing with her rhythmic work. Her hands molded dough into loaves that were silent vows of resilience and hope. As she placed them in the oven, she embraced the new day with renewed optimism. A tug at her soul turned her thoughts toward Ivan. She recalled his often burdened look and felt a surge of compassion. Holy One, teach me compassion, she prayed, her heart opening in a way it hadn't before, bridging the divide that earlier competition had dug between them. A warmth filled her, as if God himself whispered forgiveness into her heart, planting seeds of peace and understanding.
wish from the spirit, urging her to extend kindness beyond her own walls. With a basket of freshly baked bread, crust still crackling from the oven's gentle kiss, she stepped into the bright morning. Each step across the street was a testament to her prayed for faith, a pilgrimage of humility and love. She found Ivan at his display, arranging pastries with the precision of an artist. The lines of the morning sun draped over him, mingling their shadows as if heaven's light wished to join their hands. I brought you some bread, Maria said softly, her heart pounding with a mix of courage and vulnerability. Ivan glanced up, surprise flitting across his face before his features softened into a wary smile. He hesitated, then accepted the basket, genuine gratitude softening the lines of stress on his brow. In that simple shared gesture, Maria felt a weight lift from her spirit, replaced by an overwhelming peace, like sunlight breaking through storm-heavy clouds. They both sensed God's guidance, His gentle hand stitching them together like a lighthouse for ships once lost in the fog. A new beginning.
In the days that followed, a subtle transformation began, spreading like ripples across a still pond. Word of Maria's generous spirit and unexpected kindness spread through the community like wildfire, drawing new customers eager not just for her bread, but for the story of grace knated into every loaf. Her bakery flourished not through the cutthroat competition of commerce, but through the rich soil of community and shared grace, where stories were knated into dough, rising with the morning sun. The tension between rivals dissolved, replaced by a mutual respect and growing cooperation. Weaving a new fabric from old threads, Maria and Ivan began to exchange tips and stories, their former rivalry blossoming into a partnership that fed not just the body, but the soul. Each loaf became a prayer, a hope for brighter mornings, a testament to the power of divine love to heal and unite.
Shepherd of my soul, grant me wisdom to walk by faith and strength, to share your love. Let my heart remain open to your guidance, bringing light where there is darkness. May the bread we break together build bridges of peace. Amen.
breath of the morning. Acti, the stillness of night. The bell above the bakery door jingled softly, its delicate chime barely cutting through the heavy cloak of night. As I stepped inside, the world outside seemed to pause, holding its breath in the profound silence that wrapped around the early morning. The air was thick with the scent of flower particles suspended in the soft glow of streetlights, filtering through the rain-speckled windows, turning the dim light into a shimmering halo. It was 4 a.m., that sacred hour when the world felt both infinite and contained within the small, comforting confines of our family bakery. Here, in this warm sanctuary of wood and stone, shadows danced with the flickering light from the street, casting gentle silhouettes against the walls. As my hands sank into the cool, pliable dough, I paused, allowing the simple act of kneading to become a mindful meditation. Each fold and turn was more than a mere task. It was a devoted ritual, a rhythm that synchronized with the gentle rise and fall of my breath, grounding me in the present moment. Lord of mercy, I murmured, my voice a soft echo in the silence. Grant me the strength to carry the burdens of this day, to serve you with joy. My prayer rose with the scent of yeast, a fragrant offering that mingled with the fresh tang of rain clinging to the window panes, creating a sacred space where earth met the divine. The bakery was more than a place of work, it was my refuge, a hallowed space where time seemed to slow, wrapping around me like a comforting shroud. It was here that the mundane transformed into the transcendental outside. The night whispered a lullaby, a tender serenade to the sleeping world, while inside, I whispered my silent prayer, feeling the presence of the divine as real as the dough beneath my hands. In the heart of the bakery, amidst the clank of pans and the steamy hiss of ovens warming to life, attention simmered silently, weaving itself into the very fabric of the morning air. The scent of freshly baked goods intertwined with an undercurrent of unease. Across the street loomed the new bakery, a beacon of modernity with its sleek lines and neon signs, casting long shadows over our humble establishment. This unwelcome competition gnawed at my peace, turning my sanctuary into a battleground for my pride and fears. Inside, I wrestled not only with the dough but with my own unsettled spirit, shepherd of my soul. I prayed, my voice barely a whisper above the soft hum of the warming ovens. I am afraid I must protect my family, but how? The words fell like stones into the still pond of my heart, sending ripples through my resolve. Anxiety clung to me like the flour dust that settled over every surface in the bakery, a constant, silent reminder of the challenges we faced. As dawn began to seep through the inky edges of the night, it painted the world in a soft, forgiving gold. With it came a whisper, a tender, persistent nudge that I could not ignore.
Share your bread.
It seemed to say, a suggestion so radical it made my heart thrum with both fear and a strange sense of promise. A leap of faith. Compelled by the divine nudge, I gathered warm loaves into my arms, their comforting weight grounding me as I carried them across the rain-dampened street. The rival bakery awaited, its bright lights stark against the soft hues of the emerging morning. My steps were hesitant, each one a question mark etched into the wet pavement, the chill of the morning air nipping at my resolve. Holy One, I breathed, a prayer turning over on my lips. Grant me courage and humility to extend your peace. With trembling hand, I knocked on their door and was met with surprise that softened into understanding. Our eyes met, and in that shared gaze was a recognition of our common humanity. We exchanged stories, punctuating the conversation with laughter and nods of empathy. Not just bread. In the simple act of sharing sustenance, we found solidarity. Our rivalry dissolved beneath the shared purpose of service and love.
A new
As the sun fully bloomed, its radiant warmth seeped into my soul like the fulfillment of an answered prayer. The world outside had not changed, yet I felt renewed, transformed by the gentle promptings of a patient and ever-present God. The bakery filled with the sweet scent of pastries mingling with the poignant fragrance of newly forged friendship. The rain had ceased, leaving the air crisp and clear. Each breath a silent praise, a hymn of gratitude woven into the fabric of the day.
Spirit of compassion, grant me an open heart to recognize your presence in every soul I meet. Help me trust in your guidance, even when it steers me into the unknown. May the bread I share be a testament to your infinite love. Amen. Amen.
black dye, floor and dawn. The clock struck 4 a.m. Its chime a soft whisper in the silence of an immigrant bakery, wrapped in early darkness. The air was cold, the kind of crispness that only winter knows, and the breath from Maria's lips hovered like ethereal clouds before disappearing into the void. Her small corner of solace was alive, the scent of yeast and warm dough, a comforting embrace as she set to work, the flour dusting her hands like snowflakes on a quiet, untouched field. Maria was not alone in this ritual. Her heart sang a silent hymn to the Holy One as she kneaded the dough. The rhythm of her hands matched the rhythm of her prayer. Lord of mercy, guide me today. She murmured, fingers folding and pressing, each motion a testament of faith. Her movements were not just of a baker, but of a pilgrim offering her work to God. This sanctuary of flower and prayer was a place of refuge from a city that often seemed too vast, too indifferent. It was here that her soul found tranquility amidst the broken chorus of the world outside. Daily loaves, unseen battles. The bakery was more than walls and bread. It was a fragile bridge connecting Maria's past and present. Stories of her homeland woven into each loaf, each with a story that sang of love and hardship in a language both earthly and divine. Yet across the street, a rival bakery loomed, its shadow a reminder of competition and tension. Windows glowing with artificial light, it seemed to stare back at her kitchen with an unblinking gaze. Its owner, Thomas, had been a friend once, before ambition tore their fellowship. This morning, the usual peace that Maria found in her prayer was unsettled. Her mind drifted to Thomas, and a sudden pang of distress filled her heart. There had been rumors of financial struggles on his side, whispers carried by the cold wind between the two bakeries. Maria stopped, closed her eyes, and let out a shaky breath, her hands resting on the counter, now cold and unyielding. Shepherd of my soul, what am I to do? She whispered, the question a fledgling bird taking flight into the unknown expanse of God's grace. Answer in the silence. Later that morning, as the rays of the sun began to warm the world outside, Maria stood by the window, the dough rising behind her like promises of hope. Her earlier prayer echoed in her mind, a dull thrum of unease that lingered like the low hum of a forgotten tune. So she turned again to God, this time not asking beyond her understanding, but listening with the patience of a farmer waiting
answer came not as words, but as quiet peace, the kind that settles on the heart like a gentle snowfall, covering the sharp edges of worry with a soft, forgiving blanket. There was a sense, an urging that she could not deny. Share the thought was simple, profound, a clarity that ignited a spark of courage within her. Maria's fingers brushed the cross hanging against her chest. A silent promise formed on her lips, her eyes lifted towards heaven, filled with a new determination. Loaves of reconciliation, wrapping the warm loaves in a cloth, Maria moved with determination across the street. The morning light turning each loaf into golden miracles in her arms. Each step was a prayer, each footfall a reminder of her trust in God's guidance. The cobblestones beneath her feet, a path laid down by angels. The door to Thomas' bakery creaked open, a bell jingling her arrival, a sweet note of hope. Holy One who sees beyond our fears, I thank you for the courage to act in love, for the whisper of your voice in the silence. Guide my heart to always seek your way, and let my life be a whispered prayer to you. In humility I find your strength. Amen. Breaking the Yoke, a story of justice. Act I, the weight of injustice. The emergency room buzzes with chaos and urgency, an orchestra of anxious voices under harsh fluorescent lights. Phones ring endlessly amid the soft hum of medical machines. Monitors beep and a spectrum of coded lights blinks like a distorted symphony. I, the ER receptionist, I'm a solitary figure behind the glass, hands trembling around a styrofoam cup of cold, weak coffee. Its bitter taste lingers, as lukewarm as the hope I find myself clinging to. Each exhalation briefly fogs the partition, hinting at the frosty world outside. The winter wind echoing inside with every nerve-wracking draft that sneaks through the automatic doors. Beneath the everyday clamor, I sense an unsettling truth. Injustice lurks in the seams of this place. Patients' names blur in a river of need, an unstoppable tide carrying away the injured and desperate, each slipping like leaves on an autumn breeze. Some spend hours waiting, others clutch wrinkled paperwork, eyes dim with fatigue. I am weighed down by the forgotten faces, their untold stories pressing on my conscience like the bite of December cold. Desperate, I close my eyes, whispering a prayer into the busy room. Lord of mercy, I breathe, words barely audible amid the intensity. See them, even when I fail. Remember those forgotten shepherd their souls, for you know each name. The prayer forms a fragile anchor in my chest, warming the icy corners of despair. Though solace doesn't come immediately, only the rawness of feeling inadequate hangs close. My heart aches with each unanswered call for help, yet I trust that my quiet supplication will rise above the din, reaching ears tuned to the cries of the oppressed. Earlier, a shift occurred, an intangible tremor like an echo of a distant quake, as though the room itself sighed with the burden it bore. I met Maria, a young woman marked by silent battles, her presence speaking volumes where her lips could not, shadows veiled her eyes. Her story written in the lines of fatigue tracing her face. Her pain resonated with me, yet the demands of the day tore me away before I could offer more than a nod of acknowledgement, a feeble bridge of empathy. Now Maria's image lingers, an insistent tug on my conscience, a whisper amid the chaos. Her presence remains a gentle reminder of patience and resilience. Printed on my thoughts, the noiseless clamor of her unspoken plea agitates my soul. I know I must act, but fear grips me, trapping me within my limitations like chains forged from doubt. Once more I bow my head, hands clenched in prayer, seeking refuge, Holy One. Speak in the silence. Show me a path to justice for Maria. Give me courage to break chains, to be more than a voice behind glass. The air pauses, hanging thick with expectancy, as if God leans in to listen. Then softly, clearly, an impression forms in my heart. See her. These words resonate deeply, expanding like ripples across the still waters of my spirit, urging me forward with a grace I barely comprehend. The courage to act buoyed by divine whisper. I rise purposefully like a key turning to unlock trapped potential. I find Maria, waiting, small and unassuming amid the sterile seats, a figure etched in quiet perseverance. Her eyes meet mine, searching for a lifeline, a beacon in her storm. Her vulnerability and strength are entwined, each bolster in the other, and I am moved to respond. Maria, I softly call, my tone the promise of summer's breeze amidst the harsh winter night. She meets my gaze and I see beyond duty, a fervent desire to break the yoke binding her, to turn silence into action. Her story unfolds haltingly, the words heavy with the weight of injustice that has stifled her spirit. Together, we talk quietly amid the din. A lifeline amid the tempest, I learn of the injustice entangling her, a web needing careful unraveling. She speaks of battles fought in shadows, of rights denied and voices silenced. With renewed resolve, I reach out, connecting her to those who offer legal help and shelter. An extending network of grace, each act is a step of faith, divine whispers transforming into action. The faces of advocates light up with compassion as I explain Maria's plight, and slowly but surely, the wheels of justice begin to turn for her. Holy Shepherd, keeper of every soul forgotten by the world, guide us to act with compassion and justice. Let us be your hands to lift up the burden, your voice to break the silence of injustice. In your name we seek truth and light. Amen. Amen.